Take the greatest trilogies of all time, The Lord of the Rings, The Godfather, the Troll trilogy. Is it possible that another is about to join those ranks? Well, let's talk to all the boys. Well, if you don't know, To All the Boys, it's a love story through high school. It chronicles the relationship of Laura Jean and Peter. So let's just take the movies one by one. To All the Boys I've Loved Before. This is actually a very charming movie. The premise is a lot of fun. The acting is really good. It sells it very well. Their reluctance to fall in love and the way that transitions to them being in an actual relationship. Surprise, surprise, they end up being in a relationship. It is believable. To All the Boys I Loved Before actually feels a lot like a Wes Anderson movie. Not in its visual style, in the way that it indulges in the quirkiness of the romance. After that is P.S. I Still Love You. This one feels like a very unneeded detour. I have not read the book, but if there's any compelling drama in that, it definitely does not translate over to the screen. This one is much more visually stylish, but the story's nowhere near as strong as the first one, and it definitely is not justified in having a movie. Do you remember how whenever Disney would have a really good animated movie, it would have like a really low quality spin-off that would show up on the Disney Channel? This movie has that type of a feel. The first one's very successful. This one's a continuation of the characters and the story and the style, but doesn't really need to be here. The whole arc of these movies is through high school, so this movie's here to really reinforce the strength of Laura Jean and Peter's relationship. This movie doesn't really reinforce that because at no point do you actually feel like the relationship is in any danger. The best parts of it are whenever it's teasing that the next movie's going to be dealing with the thing that's actually very inherently dramatic. They're going to go off to college. Are they going to make it? Then the last one, Always and Forever. This one going into it is the most suspenseful because it has that organic drama. You don't know, are they really going to make it? It's the question you have whenever you watch any movie about a relationship in high school. The thing's probably going to break apart when they go to college. So yeah, going into it, this one is the most compelling. This one does stumble over itself getting started. There's a weird animation motif that it introduces and never goes back to, and it never happened in any of the other movies. At least I don't think it was weird. But after the first 15 minutes, it's off to the races, and it's going along pretty well, and it's more likely than not that they're going to break up. So they're either going to break up or you're going to have to do a pretty good job of convincing us that this relationship is strong enough to withhold 4 years and 3,000 miles. The issue with this one is just the ending. It doesn't feel believable. The movie ends by putting characters in places that you really would not... You know what, forget it, I'm just going to spoil it. There's a part where they're not going to end up together, and then there's a gesture that Peter makes, there's something that they say, they pretty much just say, we're going to make it work. And they tack on the happy ending of, oh, they're going to go for it so quickly and in such a way that feels haphazard and like it wasn't earned by anything that had happened previously in the movie, that you just leave the movie thinking, no, it's not going to happen. It's not going to work. I feel like if they had done us like a look into the future a little bit, give us like another 5 minutes where you have a really good scene of them in their future, then it would have at least solidified it. Come on, were you not at the end of the third one thinking like, really? They're gonna break up? What did you think of the ending to the third one? Did you feel like it wasn't really earned? I believed whenever they broke up. I didn't believe whenever they got back together. And I definitely, because it was so last minute, last second, do not believe they're gonna be together into the future. Out of all of them, the first one's the best. The third one, second best. Disappointing ending, but it's still pretty good. And then that second one, there's no reason. Why is it even doing there? Thank you very much for watching. This is 5 Minute Critic, and be sure to subscribe for updates on reviews and movie news.